live? Looks like it. A few seconds. All right. Hello, everybody. Let's begin. As usual, let's log into the CMS. I don't have anything too planned today. I'm just going to kind of work through some of the web pages and be an example. Really just here for the office hours today, folks. Got to kind of churn through some work. The churn, ever moving. Oh, yeah, okay, we got some pages to approve. So let's go and just hop in on that. Let me actually open up my log. I'm trying to record and see. I'm trying to track this. I'm sure there's some way I could do a reporting through the CMS itself, but web page approval. All right, so let's take a look. Student involvement home. You, as a user, shouldn't really ever have anything down there. It might pop up, I think, if you submitted something for approval. It will have like the pending approval thing, but you can't do anything about it. So open a new tab, go to work on this page approval. I swore, yeah, I approved it to be changed. So this is funny. You can take a look behind the curtain here. So we see instead of it being a yellow icon, the icon is now orange. That's for approval. You can compare the differences between items in it, which is kind of neat. You'll also notice that this isn't capturing in the same way that it otherwise would. So this doesn't functionally look different, but I do know that they added the hero element rather than the standard tier 2 header. Review is published, because I'm still viewing all the changes. What is different? Oh, I think he just added more pictures for the scroll. Here, ready? Honestly, we just sit on the page long enough, you'll see that image scroll. Yep, like that. I like the hero element. It looks good. I think sometimes people get frustrated because they've got a particular image in mind, and this does have size constraints. So again, the easiest way to resize images I found has been to just cut it off. Basically, you don't want to actually try to mess with the height and the width individually, because then we get the kind of stretched out photos and it looks ugly. All right, this page looks pretty good. We did correct some of that stuff. Let's actually let me take a look at this in the live environment on dub, as we call it. Dub. There it is. Oh, hold on. I just had a thought about how I might need to add somebody. Funnily enough, my camera is in the way of my screen, so I can kind of look at it. My camera is also my phone, because I've ordered a webcam, but it is going to arrive either May 8th or May 30th. I think something like that. It's crazy. So for now, my phone is my camera. I think I call this group OCL CMS. There we go. CMS staff contributors. No, he's there. Okay, cool. Should make sure everybody gets it. So this is why I'm checking this page, because before we had actually this text bleed over, well, behind these buttons here, because it's very limited in how much text you can have. This is kind of how I resize images to test all this out. You can change the screen size. So imagine once. So you can see we get to a breakpoint right around what pixel 1230, 1240. Oh, wow. It looks like it goes even up to like, oh, all right, yeah, right around 1200 basically. And then it stacks again, and it's fine. But there is a breakpoint, and it's fine. If there is a breakpoint, what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's not, especially whenever I'm doing this, these are weird resolutions. Like, I don't know of any screen that's going to be at 1258 by 937. And if you're curious what common resolutions are, you can discover yourself. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything too crazy here. You see, I did my taxes. All right, so you can see I've got two monitors here. Hooray. And the display resolution, these are the standard ones. So you can just right click display options. Okay, we can get close to there, but again, like the height helps out in that resolution. But I mention that because a lot of times I've found folks, especially whenever they're new to the CMS, will really want to make things picture perfect, right? Look at this. This is perfectly lined up with the left and the right. Well, it is for me. You know, once you kind of move stuff, it's going to shift around. And then again, there's a break point. It looks like it's around 1200 pixels wide. And I think also like my height is being accounted for, where our elements start to move. Basically, there's instructions in the code called a media query that will say, hey, my media, has changed. My screen is different, so I need to change my behavior. And then our right sidebar goes beneath that left side. So, neat little way that you can check stuff. Because again, your screen is not going to be the same as anybody else's screen. So if you like the way that something's laid out and you spend a lot of time on it, I'm going to encourage you to try to break it after that. So mess with the screen. We can hit F12 with Google. With these dots here, you can change where this is. So it's at the bottom. You just change your little console viewer to the right, and then you can mess with the screen size. And hey, this is how you can make sure that somebody with a slightly different screen can also see the beautiful work you've done. All right, let me refresh this page. Or just two I had to approve. Scholarship for international students. This is a neat page. Let's take a tour. So this is one of the things where they've used these color backgrounds. That's fine. This could technically be a situation where you could use different colors to be like, this is information for undergraduate students. This is information for graduate students. You already have the text there, so it is a bit redundant. This element is there. It's there to be used. So don't feel like I'm saying you cannot use it unless you're using color to mark something else. But there is a question of why. Why use this? The reason why is because you notice these are pretty close in color to each other, the text and the background. And that's not something you as a user can control. That's coded into the style of it. And whenever we're designing or working on these pages or making flyers or any kind of other documents that we're sharing on the web, we want to consider not just blind users who have to rely on a tech tool to read a document for them, but also users with varying degrees of accessibility needs. Somebody who's colorblind may have trouble making out text with that is close to the background color. So just know that whenever you're making decisions, there's a broad range of people that can be affected by those decisions in the design. Try to take them into account as well. And I know it can be difficult when you've got 1,000 other things going, but that's what we do. So I don't think we've got it here. I think it's a pretty quick download. I found a tool, color contrast. I think it's a British developed item because of the U, the OU, our fine colonial cousins. All right, what, cat? I bet you heard that. Yo, it's a GitHub download. All right, I want portable. That looks right, yeah. For those that don't know, GitHub is a place where people who code can do what's called version control on all their code, and it's also a great spot to share programs. So whenever people are developing stuff kind of on their own, install. Ooh, I want to put that on my G drive. Oh well. It's a light program. Okay, so if you're interested in checking color contrast, you can do that. Ooh, they updated. Oh, this is new. All right, exciting. Okay, so this program is pretty straightforward. You've got a little eyedropper here, and you can see it's magnifying part of the screen, getting every pixel in there, right? So I'm going to check this undergraduate. So that's the blue of that. And with this eyedropper, I'm going to grab this background color. Hey, and you can see, hey, it passes all that WCAG requirement. I know this will probably make it fail. Yep. Now that's not the background. So let's do the foreground of this and the background of that. And hey, so you can see that like this AAA for regular size text, it says it would fail. Luckily, this is all large text. And just for giggles, let's grab one of these black. Oof. I need to turn up the sensitivity of my mouse. All right, and there it is. It's a neat tool if you are doing a lot of digital poster making for events or programs to advertise your office. Not a bad program to have. And also really helps you. It's very clear. You saw it's a pretty quick download. If you're on Windows, it'll give you a warning about, hey, this is potentially a sketch program. Do you want to install this? Just say yes. I'm going to mute myself real quick. I'm going to adjust this microphone. It's pushing me back a bit too much. 1 second, folks. Alright, so what are we doing anyways? We're going to approve this page. Make myself louder. Alright, thank you, Kalua. Alright, view, work on this page approval. Let's check it out. Alright, looks like they updated this. Alright, so the compare didn't really work last time. I don't think I've compared a drop down. Or a collapsible, I should say. Yeah, it looks like just kind of updated stuff. One thing I'm checking right here, I'm just hovering over some of these links, and you can see in the bottom left of my screen it has I don't know why I'm pointing over there. It's got the URL that this goes to. You probably can't read it. It is a bit small, but this looks like it goes all just to external web pages. Yep. I'm checking real quick because I recently got my Adobe Acrobat license, so I can actually check your PDF documents and fix them if they're inaccessible. Yeah, let's approve this. It's good. Make it so. You can see this is pretty quick for the approval process. Luckily, everything's been fine. It's been correct, so I haven't had to correct anything. Even whenever I do have to correct things, it's really not too bad usually. Alright, we can close that. Okay, so what I want to do, scene color contrast analyzer. I'll show you guys a little bit of code. Let's open up our example homepage, right? January. The halls are getting a bit of an update. I need to follow up about that. We've made another summer housing page. Okay, our example page. Oh, it's beautiful. So we went over our contact us. This is called an, it's under the utilities, office administrator. We've got a creative style guide from UCM over here. Very, very useful. Very helpful whenever we want to create things. That match. We got our colors here. I forgot about that. We have colors related to specific schools. Very nice. Hold on. I'm a little big here, aren't I? Pop out. Like the little shrinking Mario here. Alright, folks. Just check in. Make sure I don't have anybody ask me questions and such. Alright. Yeah, let's do it. Let's analytics.google.com. I think I can get to it from here. I cleared my cookies recently, and so now I can't just start to type random characters and get what I want. Where's Data Studio? Here we go. Broken links report. Beautiful. So this is just, as the name might suggest, a report of broken links in the last week. Voila. I'm going to have referring pages contain OCL. Oh, it won't contain the /. Okay, not too bad. This is yeah, this is a common problem. Whenever we have PDFs, Let's see if I can copy this whole thing. Yeah. So whenever we have PDFs, you can see that it's got this really weird name in the URL. Making sure the cat's happy. And that's because it's automatically going to generate a URL. You know, I'll make myself big. I'm talking a lot today. Let's have a chat. You know, let's be friends. PDFs on our website, whenever you upload them, it'll make a unique URL based on the file name of it. So this is like the version 3 with that -3. It might suggest that. So they upload it probably to update the old document, and then we get this. Yep, because here's version 2. I bet if I just have one, or if I have nothing, it's yep. So PDFs are all well and good, and let's actually download this because I can show you guys how Acrobat works. PDFs are all well and good. I understand why we use them and why they can be very helpful. Please be careful. Please make sure you understand how the upload works and how it's going to create a new link, because if somebody bookmarked this page, right, and we update this, now that link is -2, their bookmark doesn't work. Or if you are using this link as part of an email campaign, it doesn't work. So PDFs, you got to make sure is the same file name as this last back part of the URL. Otherwise, you're going to create a whole new one, right? And maybe that's fine for you. Maybe that is what you intend, and we can move with that. But if you're just trying to update a document, make sure it matches, or don't do a document at all. Would really be my suggestion. And all right, here we go. That'll be our test today. Let's remake this page as a page rather than as a document. But first, time for something completely different. Let's open with Acrobat DC. Okay. I believe I briefly showed this whenever I was making our page. We took our content example page. We took the screenshot of the accessibility report. This is basically what happens. So click accessibility, full check, start checking. Okay, this is closer to what I see on pages. Documents 3 issues. I'm kind of shocked that we don't have a table issue. I'll be honest. No, I need. All right, let's try reading it out loud, huh? Oh, nope. Activate read out loud.
The District of Columbia, Washington, D.C. Basics. Population 658,893. Median household income $65,830. Population demographics: African American 50.7%, white 38.5%,
I'll be damned.
Latino 9.1%, Asian 3.5%, Native American and LT 1%. Land area 61 square miles, 8 wards. All of these numbers are accurate as of May 2015. Let's break down some of the issues.
Cool. Well, this document's actually pretty accessible.
In 2014, 18.2% of the population of DC lived.
We still run into the problem with thank you. Of updating the PDF. Let's go. All right. So if we do want to fix this, title is a pretty common one. All right. I forgot that it fixes stuff automatically, and you can't really do anything. So the title, well, what do you mean by that? Well, because isn't that just a file name? No, unfortunately not. If we go to preferences, isn't it? Time to break out ye old Google. A PDF change title. Boom. File properties. Wasn't that where I was at? Oh, preferences. Oops. Right. Okay, so here we go. Author. And you can see it's going to say that the author was whoever the individual user is. Title, did you know? Could be fine. Alright, figure alternate text. Voila. The image, also a very common issue. When you ever get a fix for this, it'll let you put in the alternative text. This one's a little difficult. I'll say that now, and I've got a pretty easy solution. District of Columbia featuring, how many words? 8 words. There you go. District of Columbia's 8 wards. Great, done. Save. We now have an accessible PDF. Again, though, if we wanted to actually update this, we need to make sure it has the same file name is what we want to keep. Another thing too, and again, we're working with files, so we don't think about it. You don't necessarily want to date this too much. I get that we have the date here on the document, and it's to, put that out there so people know. Generally, just try to avoid it as much as you can. One other question you might have about this is like, hey, Cole, I saw yesterday in your stream that we created redirects. Why don't we simply redirect this one to the correct spot, you dum-dum? And I hear you. I don't think that we can, though, with PDFs. I've tried to in the past. Of course, now I'm saying that I've got an idea. I have a plan. Let's take a look. Let me copy this. Let's look under volunteer. Let's see a volunteer. That's right. No, it does exist. Do I need to take out the PDF? Gotta say, I do love our search function. Alright. So we can sort by PDFs. There are certainly quite a few. We could do a little spring cleaning. DC Stats 2016. And so you can see another obnoxious thing. This URL is not put in the title of the document. You're allowed to put a specific title for the document that you want, and instead we have to click, hey, there it is. Okay, what did I click? DC Stats Updated 2016. All right, let's see what kind of actions we can take. So one thing we haven't talked about yet is over here on the right, you've got, see, actions. We've got other actions we can take. Metadata and security. Standard properties. Oh my word, maybe we can do this. Let's see. This is what, -3. Alright, okay, that went nowhere. Yep, -2 though. As of May of 2015. Okay. What's this one? That one's the -3. Interesting. Okay. So, all right, DC 2016, that's our -3. Let's send that to -2. That's under metadata. Let's see if that'll work. Standard properties. Let's expire it. Boy, we always seem to get 1030. Let's actually set it just for 27 to be safe. Redirect to another page. We also don't like to link to documents. I'll show you another group that deals with this pretty well. But we are in, what, 3? Shoot. Oh yeah, okay, so I can't redirect to, you can't redirect to a PDF. That's what our problem is. But I know, sort of, I think, where to find this. Is it Explore DC? Badass, OCS, maps and stats. Maps and stats. Maps and stats. Gotta get me my maps and stats. District stats. Stat. Search up. Yep. We're gonna call that good. Hit save. Nice. Okay. Oh no. Okay. All right, where's our DC? DC stats 2016. Okay. Let's just copy this. All right. In about 60 seconds. Oh, it might redirect now. I'm not going crazy, right? This wasn't working before. Right? I'm not crazy, right? Let's all calm down and take a look. Open up our stats, maps and stats page. Interesting. You know, one thing that this doesn't give you, it does give you like the range of time that it happened from, but this, could have happened a few days ago, or it could have happened, over a week ago now at this point. This number over here, 7, that shows that it was clicked on 7 times. I know that, I think it was last week, maybe earlier this week. What is time, friends? What is time? That this actually was not, like CSS was doing work on this page, so this is not all actual, people out in the wild trying to access it. Anyhow, okay, that was a fun little aside. Cool, yeah, because we remade the page. The link is no longer there. Oh, no, it is. Ah, that's our -3. Okay. Sure. Alright. Download. We'll do the same thing. I'm gonna guess it is pretty much the same accessibility-wise. Accessibility check. So I'm going to look around my phone, start checking. Yep, same thing. Fix. The 8 wards of Washington, D.C. Save and close. Title. So if we go to fix, it's just going to add something. Properties. Sorry. Getting distracted by other things going on. Let's just be center for DC quick facts. Save. Alright. So we got this DC quick facts 2016. Okay, so I'm not redirecting this. Great. Okay. Problem solved. No, our example content page. That's funny. So, this is weird, right? What is up with this URL? One thing with URLs, if there's a question mark and then gibberish after that, it's probably stuff that's for like tracking or other reasons. It's something you can safely delete. I say safely. Big asterisks on that one. You can sometimes delete with no problem. Sometimes it'll cause a lot of problems. Yep, I'm not sure what's about that. I think I did it wrong once, right? And so you can see it's, it tracks. It's taking a look. And I guess that page was live for a brief moment. So maybe that was some bots coming in from Google, and that's what was clicking it. Or it was tracking me clicking it. Interesting. So it's saying that we got a self-reference here that doesn't work. Yes, and so you see this R, that was from whenever I revised it, and here it is. So So this exists. Hold on. I want to see where this is linked to because I've seen some broken links to it. I know. So this R version, the one that I remediated, there's the word. I don't think it's there anymore. Hence the broken link. But I remember we got a lot of clicks to this. It was, boy, this document's old, man. I think it's been around for a couple of years. And I was, I was curious to track down where it came from. We got some from Breitbart. Somebody had linked to our pronouns guide. So it's kind of fun to see traffic coming in from there. All right, CDI. Filter. All right. Let's just try pronouns. Yeah, pronouns explained right there. Interesting. All right, where are you linked? I'm going to assume the pronouns guide. View referring pages. Interesting. Cool, great. Yeah, so this is normally how it looks whenever you look up a referring page for a link. You saw with the flex elements, it didn't really give the actual page, but it would take me to the element itself. This is interesting. So it looks like they are missing header. Let me add that. Save. Sorry, we got stuff on my monitor. Cat hairs and the like. The dangers of having animals. Okay, great. So I think I've mentioned that almost every time that we have a new page. It is very easy to miss the breadcrumb. So just beware. All right, so you can see this is what for allies and non-LGBTQ, and for the international students, there you go. You can use this to kind of differentiate. It is a subtle difference with those colors, but it works. All right, I'm glad we checked that out. This page should be good. I've seen it a lot. Yeah. Great. Okay. So that page works. Let's check out its accessibility. So if I recall, this actually was a little bit of a nightmare to get accessible. Right there. Tables are a headache. Ah, no, this is the accessible version. Okay. Then fantastic. I can live with it. Cool. Great. Wow. Awesome day. Okay. Yep, and that was our broken Google link. All right, let's go back a week. Let's time travel, folks. Nope, actually, this is good because there's missing assets as well. I forgot that that's a thing. So this can be a picture you uploaded has been removed, or a document, PDF. Yep. Pretty sure that was us internally testing. So if it's a blank reference, or if it's Google, as you can see right there. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like we do have an FAQ for K. Maybe we don't. I think we may have removed it recently. Yeah, okay. I just got 4. Okay, so part of what you have to do is also let Google do its thing, right? It may have a link that was working. If we change something, remove a page, then Google's bots have to go kind of back through everything. And then we got to then Google basically makes sure that it can reset that link. So I gotta shrink myself again. Yep. I wonder if now with our newfound knowledge of I could have sworn I deleted all of the ASAC stuff. OCL, ASAC. Okay, so that does exist there, but is everything out of there? Yeah, there's nothing there. So this old link. Yep, and I can't. See, this is part of my problem. I can't make a redirect for a page that doesn't exist. This may actually be a question that I have for our IT team, our web team, to say, hey, how can I do this? Because this is honestly, this is impressive. It's years now, 4 years, I want to say. Yeah, we still good. So this is either Google is still remembering after all this time, or some folks got bookmarks, or this is left over in, email campaigns. It's not coming from an AU page. Example content. DC quick facts. That's funny. Seems to have picked up a broken link request from, or a missing asset from inside the common spot. Stuff from whenever we were first getting stuff set up. Yep, see, it's alright. So this is something where we can, what is today? It's the 30th, 4:30. Out to them. Need to look up who's the SOC. That would be, I don't know who that is these days. I'm gonna fix. I know I could reach out to Tia about it. Yeah, I just need to talk to the IT team. That's web pages. CPL check-in. SAC. Missing assets. I mean, again, over the years, honestly, we've probably gotten thousands of them. If you add them all up, because like just ones and twos here. See, the pronouns explained. Right, it's referencing itself. Again, it's a page that doesn't exist, so I don't know how to create a redirect from that. And even if I go into CMS here, I don't even get an option to edit, so I can't create a redirect from this. So I'm just jotting this down. We have every Friday a stand-up call with just a standing call, standing call with our web team where we can ask them questions. So yeah, interesting. Something's trying to redirect to student activities, which is now student involvement. It's coming from a search. Required class, interesting. So this is the reference. Yeah, required class and collections AU meta. Interesting. I don't see it linked anywhere. Does that still exist though? Let's see. No, because we changed it to student involvement, so the URL definitely doesn't exist. It's going to, interesting. AU abroad, graduation. That's goofy that there's like a student activities link that then from those search terms is trying to go to our old one. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't see anything going to activities. That's a goofy. The algorithm did some goofy stuff there, giving them that result. Alright. More ASAC stuff. But you see, right, okay, this is cool. What is this? PCCC. This is probably. Right? Like, you never know where you're going to get linked to. Like, who's linking to you. Also, let's see. Interesting. So we do need that. Okay. See, like I said, deleting the question mark stuff doesn't always work. And that was trying to go to ASAC, right? Right there. Congratulations, ASAC. You're an interesting link. Whoever wrote that should take some pride in it. So a lot of people are trying to reach it. Right, crowd content, right? Interesting. I wonder if that just aggregates. Dr. Bob. Special topics. Not me, actually. So I'm not broadcasting this, in case it is something a little wild. Nope, just kind of old style page. Here we go. Wow. Long page. Interesting. Alright, that's an interesting webpage. Sorry. You never know what you're going to find in the Broken Link report. It's ASAC, student health center fees that are old. Again, I understand why we date these things to keep track, but we can't do it. It's funny that it's giving me an error with that because it now works. I've tried it before. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go time travel. Yeah, apply. Quick fix. Please work. If it doesn't, oh well. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, let's see if sites improve. I really should bookmark this link. Site improve. Working. Oh shoot. Okay, so hey, welcome to the dashboard. I don't know if I've shown you this dashboard. Sorry, I gotta just shift you around a little bit. Okay. Site improve. This is our new tool for checking the accessibility, the search engine optimization, all kinds of stuff. It's a little clunky right now. I think there's errors that are getting picked up that aren't indeed errors, and this is part of the tool. Basically, we get a tool out of the box, it starts crawling through our webpage, doing all kinds of stuff, giving us reports, and then IT works with them to really narrow down the scope of its reporting. So what does that mean, Cole? You're saying a lot of words. I didn't come here for words. I came here to learn. Let's just do our accessibility overview, shall we? Color contrast insufficient. So again, we can't do much about that on our end. So useful to see, I guess, but you know, I don't know what to do. Redundant. This is also something that's like kind of on the back end. Again, like content not including landmarks. What does that mean? But not all content is included. Neat. See all the issues. Bring out the issues. Link text is too generic. Interesting. Bold tag used to format text. So, like, wait a minute, I'll be able to bold. Yes, that's fine, but we'll see what this. And this hasn't done a scan recently because I actually did fix this. But it's going to be on that left side, right? So, if we actually go to a housing page, because I fixed this yesterday, we will see that I went to the administrator and I fixed it. And it was using an actual, caret B to bold. What we do for this, you're like, wait, Cole, that's bolded. I see it on the same page. Why isn't it mad? Well, because this is a strong tag. Why is that a difference? I don't know, but it makes a difference. Okay, these all look like they're housing. All right, student health center. Let's see. It's gonna be the left nav bar. Oh, it's bold up there. All right, let's go. Roll out. That's so cool that it can take us straight to the CMS. I do like that. So I'm gonna geek out about that. That's very cool. Very, very cool. All right, what do we do here? What's going on here, buckaroo? Bold. Also, don't. Why are you so? Everything here has been bolded or underlined, and it does nothing, right? The underlined and italicized. I need to look up the reason why. We get told by IT often, don't do it. I'm pretty sure it mistakes it for like a header, because it sees all this stuff and then the system's like, oh, is this a header? This is very important. And also we've bolded everything, so it does nothing, right? So we need to make sure. So you see strong here, that should be fine, and it actually is. I'll leave it strong, as I guess it doesn't technically cause a problem. Orientation. Yep. So I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know how that wormed its way in, that B tag, unless somebody went in there and added it. All right, we got orientation, right? Is this a left nav bar? Interesting. Early July. All right. Edit in CMS. And so this is something, funnily enough, where knowing a little bit about coding, it can get you in trouble. Because you might be like, yeah, bold. It's a caret B. What's so bad about that? Apparently everything. What is this? Early July. Early July. No bees. I need to get the no capes gif and just flash that whenever I'm like, no. Although I need it for a lot of stuff. No PDFs. No bees. Submit. Oh Lord. Also, I did not track any of those pages I approved. Accessibility editing. We did the health center as well. Interesting. Okay. Alright, that's fixed. That's fixed. Right, we're keeping track of what we're fixing here. See, it's hard with this because I want to check all these pages, but I just assume it's that left-hand thing. Yep, so I'm just going to, and that needs to get fixed. Okay, so we're going to ignore housing for now. Counseling. Was ist los? Hey, yep, alright. Oh, whoa. How did this get so many bolds? Interesting. Because you might be saying, Cole, it's the editor, you fool. Maybe. Let's test. I think it's supposed to give it strong. Nope. So this right here with the span suggests that it was copy and pasted from Word to me, or from even Google Docs. That could work too. Now notice I'm not necessarily freaking out about this ampersand hashtag 39. Pretty sure that's just the apostrophe Unicode. If you see some gibberish like that, feel free to leave that alone. If it's encapsulated or enclosed in carets, then get rid of it. And it looks funky. Now, get rid of that B, because again, we don't want bold. Oh, here we go, /B. /B. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on with that. Alright. Bold. Alright, we're just gonna do a Control F for all /B's. Yup. Take it out, take it out. Get that. Oh, another B. See, they're all hidden. Sneaky. /bit.ly, here we go. Ugh. This can get us everything, which apparently is just this. Yay. Okay, should be clean. All right, let me save real quick, and then I will turn. Oh, cool. It looks hideous. I don't like it anymore. Let's try this. It'd be. Yep, strong. Weird. I don't know where that B is coming in from. See what they're trying to do with that. Trying to like bump that out. Sure. All right, save. And again, there's just so much in that. Like these alerts are really best for, even the multi-line ones are best for just one line per, right? And I get, it's like, oh cool, but I don't have, like the information I have is more than one line. I get it. I feel you, but try to find a way. Okay. Ooh, I'm glad we looked into that, because apparently we got a lot of those bold tags. And again, I don't think this is earth-shattering, anybody's experience, but you do a little bit. And look, no. Submission necessary. Interesting. I changed a good amount. Some things, yeah, edit it, and it doesn't require submission for the change to go live. It just does. All right, so we got housing, living, learning communities. It's so fun I decided to do this at, not that 10 is early, but in the morning, because I am not a morning person. Like I'm definitely like a midnight is my witching hour. Same thing. Alright. Edit in the CMS. So cool. I'm not going to shut up about that. I think that's so cool. This is something where, again, it doesn't break anything. It's just why. Alright, let's fix it. I'm going to have to test this out. Like copy pasting from Word or something. To see where this is coming from. Right, because, okay, we got the or here. What if I hit bold? Oh, it says bold already. Interesting. Right, okay, we got Islamophobia here. That is so odd. because it seems to be clearing it out and replacing it just fine there. Interesting. All right, yeah, this is just gonna require some more testing. Let's just save. Let's double check this tab. Yeah, I suspect we're gonna have the same problem. No, strong. Oh, B. Womp womp. And just some of them too, not all of these. Weird. Strong. Be stark, which is German for strong. Any German web developers out there? Do y'all have to type in German for your tags? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Okay, well, that's been the stream. Kind of a calm one. Just, meandering through some work sometimes. All you want to do is just knock out some tedious tasks. I get it. That was my day to day. Hope it was at least a bit instructive. Learned a few things. Saw some stuff. Look at all these page views. Last 30 days. Housing does get it. They get it all. Ready? Let's take a look at analytics. Here we go. End on some fun. Content drill down. Let's take a look across the year 2020. 2020 on the website, folks. I didn't even go into OCL specifically yet. This might take a second. Alright, maybe we're not going to end on some fun, folks. Sad day. Alright, well, I'm going to stop the stream here. Hope you all learned something. As always, you can email me. Right there. Right there. There we go. Point. Haha. So, if you have any questions, any concerns, just contact me, folks. Talk to y'all later.